Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Gran Turismo 4. We are doing the super license test. Very happy that last episode test. One lap of the Grand Canyon rally course went way easier than expected. I really was expecting to hit a wall there because I remember from way back, like 19-20 years ago when I played it, there was one test or driving mission in the Grand Canyon that I really got stuck on, but that was not this super license test. It was also in another car, so I really didn't remember this one. This was in an older Toyota 80s rally car. So I was already thinking it's probably not the hard one. The hard one was, I think, in a Subaru Impreza, but yeah, I'm not sure whether it was in Prologue or whether it's later a driving mission in this game. We'll have to wait and see. But I was, in any case, pretty happy to not get stuck there, because a little bit of making progress is nice. We now will be going to... Oh, fuck me, wrong button. We already did these. We are going to Paris in a Renault with a big V6 engine in it. Small Renault with a big engine. Renault Clio, Renault Sport. I'm not sure why that is twice Renault. V6 Phase 2 2003. Here we go. There's a little slowdown in the menu sometimes with the Vulkan renderer. It's a bit annoying. I know the track quite well from the GT Championship, where we had to do a 10 lap race to complete the professional events, and I had to do that a couple of times. So the track itself I'm pretty familiar with, but of course it's also about learning the braking points for this specific car. But hopefully it will be doable. The pristine streets of Paris is the site for this track. The Opera Paris course, you'll be doing a timed lap, although this course is relatively simple. There are a number of chicanes. I don't find it a relatively simple course, to be honest. I find it quite a tricky course, but apparently the developers say it's simple. There are a number of chicanes placed at open sections of the track. Getting the car slowed down and effectively negotiating the chicanes are key to getting a good lap time. Because the performance of the car is so high, make sure you find the correct braking points for every corner. Exactly. There are surface irregularities on this track, which tends to happen on city streets that collect standing water. So when you get set up on the outside edges of the road, you may experience understeer. The Place de la Concorde serves as the start and finish line. Envision and think of this track in its entirety as you devise your plan of attack. Alright, I'm just very quickly going to Google image Place de la Concorde, because then I know what it's actually supposed to resemble, the start-finish area. Place de la Concorde. Images. Right, yeah. Not really that familiar with it. I think it's just downtown Paris with a big pillar in the middle. And not that far away from the Eiffel Tower. And there's also, I think, a big road leading into it. I'm curious what road that is, like a real avenue, so to say. So that would be Rue Royale, probably. I think. And then there's a bridge, Quai d'Orsay. Hotel des Invalides. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I, of course, did a very deep playthrough of... I find a really underrated game. It's more and more becoming less underrated, but Assassin's Creed Unity in Paris. So I actually recognize all those names, like Hotel des Invalides. That was there's so much content in that AC Unity with the encyclopedia, giving descriptions of all the landmarks in the city. Super interesting. Anyways, I'm more or less familiar where we are. Now let's try and get a quick time. I don't see that pillar, by the way, that I saw in Google Images. Alright, first attempt will just be casual, or more or less casual. By the way, I think I'm going to set the force feedback on the wheel back to 5. I had it lower because the really fast race cars on the straights where they really go plus 300s, the wheel starts to oscillate violently, and then you really have to, or I have to really decrease the force feedback strength. I'm now playing at 5 Newton meter. It can go, this steering wheel can go up I think all the way to 11, but it's just way too much. Oops, that was stupid. I'm now remembering that the race I played for the professional event, the 10-lap race, if this is the regular direction, then that race was reverse actually. Alright, too much braking there for sure. I think over here as well. Yeah, I really leave time on the table. Alright, should keep it in second gear over there. Maybe over there as well. Alright, and I think this is a very important corner, but can you take this one? I wanted to say, without braking, I braked just to be sure. And over here, you need to brake before the 50-meter marker. This car, it doesn't have that long gearing, so probably better not to shift to first that often. Yeah, that was a bad run. Alright, let's see what we need to do. 1:41.8. Holy shit, that's a pretty sharp time, I think. So that means 5 seconds faster, and more than 5.2 or something. And it really isn't that long of a track, so 5 seconds is a lot. It's not like 5 seconds on Le Mans or something. Alright. This car actually very easily gets into a slide, which is a little bit annoying. I should make much better use of the width of the track to keep speed. Alright, now for the key corner. You really don't want to oversteer in this car because the back end immediately starts to slide here. I only lifted off a bit. And I was not going that too fast, I think, but the back end just starts to slide. It's quite annoying actually. Here, this is what I mean. This was better. I think I may have braked a little bit too much over there. Fuck me! Always hitting that wall over there. Super annoying. Alright, I am going to brake. Too much braking. I really only need to tap it super lightly. Alright, no need to brake as much as I did over there. And over here you can get on the power earlier because it's such a wide street. Alright, 139.2. What did we need to get? 136.6. Alright, so that is 0.4 to 0.6 seconds. Alright, that's quite an improvement. That should be doable, I would say. Here we go, no more kidding around. Here, that was a pretty okay first corner. I can keep more speed through that one. This one went also much better. Now let's not try and hit this wall here. Alright, so now for the trickiest part I find Alright, this should be better. Alright, 1:30. We only need 1 second. I think. But 1 second is still quite a lot. Because I had the feeling that this last attempt was pretty okay. I'm not sure where I'm going to get 1 second. Yeah, over here I need to take that corner much quicker. Yeah, and over here again, back starts sliding and you lose a lot, you scrub off a lot of speed. You want to minimize steering inputs. You want to keep it all as straight as possible. Alright, that chicane went a little bit better, but it's still very tricky. Super easy to oversteer the car, so to say. To overspeed, and then the back end starts sliding. And I'm not sure whether this corner do I need to get back to. Do I need to get back to third gear? I don't think so. Right, I think I braked too much over there. And too late on the gas over here. I do think it was slightly better, but yeah, we're still looking for more. No, I don't think it was better. It was 0.2 worse. We're still looking for a second. Maybe I should keep it in third over there. Totally overshooting that corner. I'm going to try and brake less here. It's all about that too much steering. I really should steer even less. Also over here, I'm really taking it way too conservative. Alright, nice. We only need 0.3, I think, right? A little bit over 0.3, yeah, so we need 0.2 and 34 hundredths. Alright, here we go, no more kidding around. Yeah, way too much sliding over there. I will just continue as a practice run. This will not be a goal time, I'm afraid. Nope, that was not it. Alright, now we're getting into frustration territory. Making small mistakes. Fuck me, man. This car slides so annoying. You don't want it to slide, because then it doesn't accelerate. You can keep the full throttle, but if it's in a slide, you're not accelerating. Right, again, bad corner. Alright, keeping it in third here, maybe that helped. Alright, I'm already earlier in third here. This chicane went pretty well, I would say. Alright. Not perfect, but also not the worst. And now for the most difficult corner. Alright, I do think I was quicker on the gas than before. Fraction. Nice! Woohoo! Alright, that went pretty fluid. That went quicker than I expected. Nice to make some progress. Alright, I will do a very quick tips and tricks run. So full throttle, over here full throttle, and over here you slightly start to lift. Yeah, not even in this left-hander, just before here. You have to lift slightly, keep it very tight as possible towards the right apex, towards the curbing, but don't over steer, because the back end of the car immediately starts to slide out, and that totally screws up your acceleration out of this corner. So try and take the angle as shallow as possible. The steering angle as well. So as minimal steering as possible. Just really try and make use of the width of the track. Here, full throttle. So and try. If you start to slide here, I would just start over. I'm not even taking this part that well, I think, because I could have kept the angle more shallow and made use of the whole width of the track to the left, that yellow part that I'm just not using. I probably could have kept more speed if I didn't steer as sharp as I did now, but yeah. Alright, over here for this attempt, I kept it in third, because I was thinking when I drove this race in the professional event championship, then it was the other direction, but I was suddenly it hit me. I think in the reverse direction, I also took this corner in third gear. So yeah, doing it in reverse, you should, I would say, be able to do the same. So I kept it in third, which seemed to help. And also here, it's of course, I didn't really pay attention to the braking point. Sorry, I can also not really rewind, but here also it's slight braking, lifting a bit through the corner, but try to keep the car rolling, and again make use of the width of the track here. The road is broader than it may seem, because it has that whole yellow section as well, and also the curbing over there, those wide curbings, they really give a lot of grip. So don't worry about getting there and then getting in the barrier. It's a pretty good chance that that curbing will straighten out your car if you get on it, that white patch a little bit ahead. So, and yeah, I would probably indeed keep it in third here. Over here at the 50-meter sign, a little bit later, back to seconds. Lift through here, but also because when you lift off and you steer in, you scrub off speed. So in this little section, try to already also get on the accelerator to keep the speed up. Try to keep it really in the motion. So in left, right, right, left. It's exactly the same, but in the opposite direction, the corners. But yeah, you just have to get a flow for it. And this is also what the race description said is a section where you really can. It's critical or important for a good time to get through these chicanes as fast as possible. So also here, try to already now see it as a straight section. And just like the other left-hand corner that I was pointing out to the right side of the road with that yellow patch and the curbing that was broader than it seems. Here again, this the corner to the left, a little bit ahead, is the straight afterwards. It's also more wide than you would think, so you can go quicker through here than you would maybe expect if you look at it from here. So here, full throttle here. Yeah, it's not that wide, but it does have one of those. It does not have these yellow runoff sections, but it does have these wide curbings, which really provide quite some buffer, so to say. It gives a little bit more margin before you smash into the barrier and get disqualified. So you can get through this corner quite quickly in third gear. So then full gas, full throttle, and a little bit after the 50-meter marker, brake, back to seconds, and I think I am a little bit over braking here. Keep the car rolling again, lift through the corner and get on the gas as soon as possible. And here again, you would think that I would hit the barrier. I don't think I hit the barrier here. It's again these white patches of curbing. I'm not sure if it's a placebo effect, but I find they provide more grip than the regular, the other circuits with the white and red blocked curbs. So yeah, also here get on the gas through this little left turn earlier than you would think, and you can really use the grip that the curbing provides. Over here, I keep it in seconds, and as soon as you, even before the apex, just scrub off all your speeds, but before the apex already, full throttle, just keep the steering angle very tight. The car will not spin out. I think it's four-wheel drive, or maybe, I don't even know what this is. Is this four-wheel drive? But there's also like traction control going on, so you can very early pedal to the metal. So we do, no, we do it different. Clio V6. And then we do Wikipedia, what is it? Rear wheel drive layouts. Yeah, so it's rear wheel drive. Anywho, nevertheless, you can get on the power here very early. Especially in this game in general, if your steering angle is sharp, you have a lot of steering inputs, then your acceleration in a linear manner decreases, so to say. So if you are navigating a very tight corner like this, you can just slam the throttle and not that much happens, so to say, because you are in such a steep steering angle. And then over here, I do lift off slightly. I bumped the wall at the other side a couple of times, but yeah, just try to get like an ideal line, the apex in the middle of this 90-degree corner. Try to hug the right inside of the corner as much as possible, and then you can actually again you see it on the throttle next to the left of the rev indicator. I am slightly lifting, but you can get on the gas quite early, and here I did not bump into that boarding. Full throttle, and then here for me a very tricky corner. maybe the trickiest on the track because I still don't know whether I do think I can take it even faster. But at around 50-meter marker, I tap the brakes, and then it is a matter of getting, of course, through it as shallow as possible, like out, in, out. So you really want to be in towards the apex. But the key thing here is, and that's the same as that first corner, that right-hander after the start, where you get into that mini section after the start, that mini straight. Don't over steer, because in this car the back end will just start to catch up or overtake the front end. The car starts to rotate, starts to drift, and you scrub off all your speed. So you really want to avoid that. You want to keep as straight a line as possible, maybe lifting a bit, but also get on the gas quite early. You want to keep the speed through this section, because I think it's quite a long, for this track, relatively speaking, then it's a long straight. This is where you really can lose a lot of time, but also can gain a lot of time. So here, brake quickly, a little bit of lifting, and try to really avoid major drifting from back wheels, and get on the gas like I'm now. I was like a fraction of a second earlier. I already go full throttle here. You can keep it in fourth. And then over here, between the 150 meter marker, I brake. And back to second, but you can, you don't. It's not that sharp of a corner. And again, after the apex, it's quite wide. So you can carry quite some speed through this one. You can get on the power quite early. And then over here, brake. Just navigate this, the lift off, keep it in seconds. Quick, sharp left-hander, and try and get on the power as soon as possible. This one only a very slight tap of the brakes. This is not a super sharp corner. And you have to also position your car a bit for the right-hander that comes up immediately afterwards. But you can go through here faster than you would expect, at least in my experience. Slight tap of the brake, in second, lifting off. And then over here, and again, also this right-hander. You can navigate these, what is this, a chicane? No, it's just an S. I don't know how you call these corners, but left, right hander, you can carry more speed through here than you would expect. And also this one, it's just a matter of, I don't think you even need to brake, it's just lifting, but try to hug that right curb there, because these curbs also really provide some extra grip. It almost feels a bit like glue, so it allows you to direct through the corner more sharply, so to say. Here, and as soon as possible, make use of the width of the track on the throttle. And over here, slight tap of the brakes. I'm not sure whether I'm going quick enough. Yeah, obviously it was quick enough for a goal time, but maybe you can do it quicker. But also slight tap of the brake just to get a little bit of weight on the front tires to give you more grip for the steering input. Then with a little bit of lifting and throttle modulation, try to navigate the first half of this very wide hairpin. I think this is a 180-degree corner. But also, once you have the feeling that you are past the midpoint, or even on the midpoint, or maybe even slightly before, try to keep your wheels on the curbing just for that extra glue effect, that extra grip effect it gives. But really, you can let go of keeping on the curbing after the second half of this corner, because then you can already start accelerating and going wide, because we are on Place de la Concorde. This road also, the little straight towards start finish after this corner, it's really wide. So make use of that track. So decrease your steering angle, make the corner exit wider. So it's basically indeed out, in, out. You go, you approach from the outside, then you cut to the apex on the inside, and then you exit again towards the outside. So we are now really quite early going over here already. I'm going full throttle, and I'm not bothered anymore with keeping to the curbing on the left hand side. Now my focus is on the right hand side of the track to see how much width I have to play around with, and try to get the car to the outside as much as possible, which allows the least amount of steering input. And in this game, the least amount of steering input equates to the best acceleration possible. Over here, yeah, okay, maybe you do still have to keep until here a little bit on the curbing, but here you can go to the outside. Really make use of the full width of the track here, and then it's just full throttle. Towards the finish line. And now let's quickly watch it once from the outside. It's a cool car. Cool car and track combination, and I always watch this as a little reward, so to say. It's really fun. I really love the replays in this game. The camera angles, the tracks themselves. It's like a little reward for a job done. They did do a good job with pairing certain cars with tracks. Just makes sense to have this, and maybe this V6 was a new car at the time. I don't know. Let's check that out. Yeah, 2001, 2005. It was already in production sometime when this game came out in 2004 and 2005 in Europe. But it's really nice that they put such an iconic French car on the Paris track. Again, modern. After GT5 there were no cool tracks like this. And maybe GT6 has all the tracks of GT5, I don't know. But GT6 I find oversaturated, I don't like it. The graphical tone. But anything after that, it just doesn't match with the coolness of these tracks. Really, game development in early 2000 was at its peak. All went downhill from there. Alright, progression, always nice. And let's see what the next one is. Probably we'll do that in the next episode, because we are already almost nearing the 45-minute marker. Nah, fuck me. I read about this one, that this one is really hard. Suzuka Circuits S12. Now for a timed lap of the most famous course in Japan, Suzuka. You'll be using the Moto Pitwork 350Z that races in the Japanese Grand Touring Championship. Reverse bank, Deckner, Spoon and 130R are some of the famous corners on this course. You'll need to use all of your driving skills to get a good lap time here. The thing about Suzuka is that you can't establish a good lap time by just concentrating on one corner. To be successful, you must always be planning for 1 or 2 corners ahead of the one you're on. This means establishing the correct line and speed well in advance. Envision the course in its entirety, not just bits and pieces at a time, and then devise your plan of attack. Alright, let's do a couple of practice rounds. Holy shit! Yeah, I have again that oscillation in the steering wheel. Right, I will just continue. Totally screwed up that corner. Totally screwed up this corner. Fuck me, man. By the way, maybe I am going to reduce the strength to 4 Newton meter. I find it good enough for now in these cars. Here we go. Fuck me. I really don't think this is It depends on the time, of course, but I know this track now quite well from other tests. I don't think it is that hard. Although I'm really carrying too much speed through there. Fuck me, man. Fuck me. This really is not that hard of a corner. I'm just screwing it up big time. And again, way too late with the steering input. Such an idiot. I just don't have the correct rhythm now. Ah, fuck me. You need a flow, a rhythm through those S's. If you're late into one, and the description of the test really nailed that. If you're late into one corner, you screw up the next corner. You really have to anticipate, especially in that S section. Anticipate on the next corner, otherwise you will never make a good time. This last left one can really take it quicker. Right, way too much braking over there. I always find this an annoying corner. Right, I wonder, I think this corner you can probably take it flat out. At least we are silver immediately. And what do we need? Basically, we need a 1.7, 1.8. No. So we need 325. Ah, no, I'm looking at from the wrong way. Sorry, I'm an idiot. So we need 0.8 to get to 156, and then we have 1 second. Yeah, 1.67 plus 0.08. So that is 7.5, I would say. 1.75 seconds. That's not that hard, I would say. Maybe I can just do it in this episode. Because I for sure braked too early in one of those middle corners. I could have gotten way earlier on the gas. That didn't went that well. Ah, fuck me, man. Fuck me, man. Fuck me, man. Fuck understeer. Fuck understeer. Right, I should have exited more wide, less steering angle, more acceleration. Right, let's try to take that last corner full throttle. Screw it. Just gonna try it. Oh, fuck, it's so hard, man. Fuck, it's so hard. Frustration kicking in over here. I don't know why. Right, maybe I'm gonna brake slightly. Maybe not. I don't need to brake, fuck me, I can just do it full speed, I think. That went better. So I'm just going to take that last corner full speed. I think we only need... What do we need actually? Is it 156 or did I... Ah shit, we need 155.9. So 4/10. Alright, here we go. Too late on the gas, motherfucker. Too much braking, fuck my life. Late on the throttle, fuck me. Alright, let's just try to take it full throttle here. Screw it. Fuck my fucking life so fucking hard, man. It's so frustrating. Oh. Fucking hell, what am I doing with my life? I mean, I like the game still, but god damn it. It also gets a little bit frustrating. I want to say sometimes, but actually quite often. But that's also just my own mood. Here we go, no more kidding around. I don't know why I braked in that last left-hander. Not necessary at all. Alright, I'm just going to slightly brake. Maybe only lift off. I'm just going to lift. I don't know. Yes, lifting off is enough. Alright, screwed up that chicane. Fuck me. No, not even better than before. Need half a second. Come on. oh, fuck these S's so hard. Oh, exactly the same fucking corner. At least that last corner here to the left went better now. At least I think so. Way too much braking through here. Totally screwed it up there. We'll use it as a training run, but again, fuck me. Can I just get one lap to go right? That corner I think is also really important and I'm screwing it up. That really was, where did I let it go? Yeah, in that middle section. I brake way too much in that middle section. That corner also screwed it up. Oh my God, I'm really sweating here and being frustrated. It is that I don't have anything better to do, but god damn it. I mean, I like the challenge for sure that the game gives you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh fuck this fucking test. Oh fuck me. Oh man. I live in this fucking building with neighbors. I want to be way louder. I really want to curse fucking loud. Oh, I'm really now, it has like these waves, this game. You start nice and everything goes good, and then you get into the frustration wave, and then at one point you don't care anymore, and there are all these, I've had it so many times already. The frustration wave just hits, but it always hits pretty It's not like you can avoid it or anything. It just stays fucking frustrating if you understeer out of corners, because it all takes so much time. God, you have to start over again. Yes, it's fun, but it's also... I like the challenge way more than modern games. This game really says like, okay, screw you, just do it, get good. But god damn it, sometimes... Oh, also this, pressing the wrong button. Oh my god, oh my fucking god. Oh, fuck me. I already screwed it up in the S's. Also, this U-turn went very weird. Fuck me, I'm not improving at all. Man, this is a pretty tricky time still. I thought I was gaining very easily because I relatively quickly got into within quite close of it, but no. Nope, way too much braking. Fuck me so hard, man. earlier. Oh, fuck me, man, fuck me so fucking hard, man. Fuck this game. Wow, fuck this fucking game, man. Fuck this fucking game. More or less had it with the game. Alright, I will keep it in. Fuck me. Alright, I don't know what I need to get away from it, but I also don't want to move into the next episodes. Fuck this, man. Fuck this so fucking hard. Oh, fuck this so fucking hard, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I cannot even take the first corner anymore. I'm just blinded by frustration. Seriously. Wow. I need to steer in much earlier in that last one. Fuck me so hard, man. Although I'm pretty early in 5th now. God damn it. Fuck this motherfucker. Alright, sorry for my ranting and raving, but I really wanted to get this one over with and not after 3 hours or something. Alright, fuck this one. I'm not sure why I'm suddenly had that really hard streak of frustration. It's also probably because I read about this on a forum that people found this one quite tricky. So I really was like, I don't want again, like the Nürburgring mission 34 driving mission. I don't want again to have to do that for like literally 5 hours. Yeah, so I'm quite happy that I'm past this one now. I will do a quick, as usual, tips and tricks. Insofar I am proficient enough to give them, but anyways, what I've learned from this quite frustrating section. So full throttle, and then at the 50 meter marker to the left you slightly tap the brakes. You can still carry a lot of speed to this first right-hander. So slight tap of the brakes, back to fourth, back on the gas. And over here in the middle of these two corners, start braking, get back to third. Try to keep some speed in the car. I'm not sure, I don't really pay attention to the speedometer, how quickly I go through it. I just do it by feel, but what does it say there on the left? All kinds of Japanese terms, Yanagawa and Musashi. Yamada, all kinds of industrial companies or something. Anyways, you want to brake from fourth to third within the, this like mini straight between these two right hand corners. So in third, try to lift until you get the car pointed in the right direction, and as soon as possible indeed try to see if you can open up the throttle and blast out of there. And use again, like always, the full width of the track, so let the car run right to the curbing on the opposite side here. So this is no problem, it provides quite some good grip. And then over here, only a matter of, I forgot to brake slightly, but you can go stay in fourth, just cut the corner a bit. Over here also a little bit of a slight brake just to get a little bit of weight on the front axle to give you more grip when steering. And then also if you're going too fast, of course, lift off and try to maintain a good line throughout these corners. And just like the description said, it is key here that you once you go to the first left-hander, that you already prepare for this right-hander here. And the same is true for the upcoming left-hander and then the right-hander. And with the upcoming left-hander is not that sharp, it's more or less the same. But then the right-hander after that, it starts quite similar, but then it seems like a longer corner, so to say. So it's really easy to go wide there. So that you already have to pay attention to. Anyways, you full throttle out of here. And then over here, sometimes I'm already in fourth, and then I keep it a little bit in fourth, lifting off into this corner. But now I was still in third. Apparently also again slight tap of the brakes to get a bit more grip on the front tires. Then full throttle, but here you really want to mid corner approximately, start lifting and braking a bit. Don't overdo it. It feels like you have to be patient a bit. Only over here approximately, once you see, it's a little bit blurry graphics, but on the other side of the track, you see in the distance where the corner ends a bit, you see already the curbing. Once you see that curbing, then you can full throttle out of here, but not really early, because otherwise you will go wide into that sandbag, that runoff area to the left, like the sandbanks, however you call it. And then over here, these, I never took them as I should. I think this left-hander, you really have to steer in a bit earlier, without braking a lot, only try to lift off maybe a bit to be able to steer to the left. But really try to carry as much speed possible through this one. So here I'm indeed now lifting off. Going a bit wide, but this is also quite wide part of the track, and you have pretty big curvings to the right, so you can really go a bit wide, like I almost do now. But this is really a critical corner because there's a small, or actually relatively speaking, quite a long straight section or full throttle section. So you really, through this last left-hander, you really want to carry as much speed as possible. And I really notice it now that somehow I carried more speed than usual, and that's probably why I got a gold time, because now I'm already in 5th, and earlier I really only went to 5th, like over here or something. So I do think I carried more speed than previously. Over here, at the 50-meter marker sign, slight tap of the brakes, back to 4th, try and cut the corner and keep speed. So lift through here, but immediately over here back on the power, and as always make use of the width of the track, and you can use the curbing as a runoff. And over here, once the curbing ends, back to 3rd on the brakes, and similar as the other corner, try to cut the curbing here, lift through it, and then immediately once you do like over here, lift through it and get here already on full power. And again, use the curbing. You can go with 3 wheels as long as one of your wheels is still on the tarmac, on the track. You are not disqualified. But I went wide here myself a couple of times. I got disqualified. It's quite annoying. But yeah, so last out of here. And then once the curbing to the right ends, you start braking for the hairpin. Hairpin, back to 2nd, steer in, and then once you get past the apex, or on the apex, already do a full throttle. You will not spin out. There's, I think, I'm not sure whether there's stability. Yes, there's, I think, traction control. In this car you cannot disable it, so it's just all by default. And also you have quite a high steering angle, and in this car, I think, as explained earlier, or was that the previous episode, but the more steering angle you have, that's like a linear drop on acceleration power, so to say. So we are now, even if you have full throttle, we have a full steering lock, then, or not full steering lock, but quite sharp steering. The car will not really spin out. It just decreases its acceleration potential, it seems, a little bit. That's how I perceive the engine to work a little bit. But anyways, get on the power as soon as possible. Also make use of the width of the track, so indeed open up that steering, reduce that steering angle as soon as possible. So even if you go a bit wide on the curbing, because again, the straighter your wheels are, the faster you accelerate in this game. And acceleration here is very important, because there's again quite a long full throttle section now immediately or directly following it. And over here you see like this little side street, that grey patch to the right. That's a little bit before I go back to 4th, brake a bit. Try to be sharp over the curbing, and then over here you can already accelerate a bit in 4th, modulate the throttle a bit to keep the speed. You can use this curbing to the right as extra grip. Again, these curbs, they seem to provide a bit of extra grip. They're a bit gluey, so to say. So you can indeed between these 1st and 2nd left-hander, like this mini straight section, keep the speed a bit, but here you do also need to brake a bit, because otherwise you will go wide. Try to go hug this inside corner and get on the power again, like all the other corners, as soon as possible, because there's a long straight coming up. Make use of the width of the track, and also like the again the curbing over here. You can use it just to make your angle of attack or your steering angle more shallow, more straight to accelerate faster down this the full throttle section coming up now. And then over here at the 50-meter marker, I just slightly lift off and then try to, with two wheels, try to cut the inside curbing of the very high speed left-hander here. But I'm actually pretty sure, I'm not sure whether I saw a video of this one on YouTube once, but that you can probably also take it full throttle if you get the correct steering. The line through the corner, out in, out, which I tried, but then I totally screwed it up, so I was a little bit more conservative, but I'm still quite certain that you could take this corner full throttle. But I'm lifting off a bit after the 50-meter mark. Over here, lift, and then over here, get more power. A little bit before the 50-meter marker, not at the 50, a little bit earlier, otherwise you could overshoot the chicane. You want to brake fully and get back to second for the right hand chicane. And just to, I'm not sure whether it's actually needed, but I already short shift here to third. Not sure why. It's also, if I keep it in second, pretty small chance that I would spin out, but and maybe in lower gear your car maybe actually rotate. I'm not sure how the engine works, but it could rotate a bit easier than in higher gears. I don't know how that works, but yeah, somehow I thought also because it's slightly downhill what's coming up, I just short shifted to third here, but I'm not sure whether that is needed. Just get through the chicane as tight as possible, try to cut the corner a bit without getting disqualified. And then get on the power as soon as possible. Yeah, maybe third is better there because it's not like you're that low in the revs in third. It's not that short shifting. It's you have to. I don't know what is optimal there, but yeah, I always short shifted to third there. That was the race for a 1:55.2, which is actually 0.7 quicker than the goal time. Pretty happy with that. That's one time watch the replay from the outside. It's like to get this test out of my system. And also as a little reward, I always like to watch these replays. I find them amazing. I do find the headlights of this car really look a little bit painted on, so to say. More so than other cars. Like the Supra actually has a little bit of 3D in its headlights, but this really seems like a decal. Pretty cool, those exhausts in front of the doors. happy to have that one behind me. I don't know why, because it was a tight. I don't know why I got frustrated actually. The car was not that bad. It was just quite a tight time. And it's also because I started it like with only 5 minutes left in the 45-minute episode. And then I was like, yeah, let's just try to do it as quickly still in this episode. But I also was getting a bit impatient, which did not help. Alright, what's the time? 20:32. Let's see what is coming up in the next episode. Holy shit! Infineon Raceway Sports Car course, that's also a very tricky course. In an Audi R8 race car. Right, looks pretty epic, that car. So, and I know the course already quite a bit, so we will see. But by the way, these are all courses. So does that mean there are only 16 courses? No, there are more courses in this game, right? Let me, just to be sure, save the game. Now there must be way more courses. I think you may. I unlocked some of them by doing just driving missions and license tests. I'm not sure whether they all carry over to the arcade modes. Yeah, so there are way more courses. 19, 32, 43, 50 courses. God damn it. But that probably includes... No. I wanted to say it includes probably the reverse variants. But no. It does include a lot of Fuji layouts, which is a little bit cheating. Motegi as well, 4 layouts. Suzuka as well, yeah. And the only difference between these two is one has chicanes on the straight and the other does not. So yeah, it's a little bit bloated, the numbers. They are not really true 19 unique real-life courses. But here there is much less bloat. And I'm also just curious, did I drive on all of them already? Yes, we drove all this. Yes, we drove those, we drove all these, and now the city courses. This one, we didn't drive that often yet. It's pretty cool. Paris at night. This one we drove, this one, this one, this one. This one. Clubman Stage Route 5. It's just a small section of Special Stage Route 5. It's a bit cheating, but for the rest, we played them all. And then Dirt and Snow. Ice Arena, I think it came by in some tests. Grand Canyon we did. Chamonix, I think, as well. Cathedral, only partly, I think, in a test. I didn't drive it fully yet. This is probably still upcoming in the Super license. Swiss Alps, also don't really remember this one. And Tahiti Maze, we also didn't fully drive yet, only partly in some tests. But they will also all come by in the extreme events, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so that answers my question. There are 16 super licenses, and that's 2 track per super license, but it's only a part of all the tracks that are available in the game. Guys, have to end the episode already way over the 45-minute marker. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. See you later.